And for your AL standings, you got the Rays in first, Red Sox in last, Whites in first. White Sox in first?
Yeah,
Oh, hell no.
Welcome to episode 5 of Knights of the Square Table. Thank you for coming back this week if you did. If you're just joining us, it's episode 5. We are testing out new setups just to see what's best, what's working. So if you're a returning viewer, that's why it might look different than other weeks. I'm Evan Shanahan. To my right's Evan. To my left is Jack and Jacob. Yeah. You guys ready for some just thrilling sports news reporting?
All right, bro.
All right, what's our opening topic, Jack?
There's only one way to start today's episode, and that's with OG Anunoby, 1.2 seconds remaining on the clock. Brunson misses a 3, the tip-in to complete the greatest comeback in NBA history.
All right, bro, we're done. Got it right. That is not the greatest comeback in NBA history.
Finals history.
Yeah, finals history.
And
it was really crazy. If you haven't watched it, go watch it. Any clip on YouTube. I expected Brunson to miss the 3. I did not expect OG to just get that perfect touch in.
Yeah, the Spurs sold though. They could have won that game in a few different ways.
Yeah.
Leading by 29 points, you shouldn't lose that.
That's rough. I counted them out. My dad, he was so pissed he went to sleep. He was like, I'm done with this. I'm sure a lot of other people were like that. Every celebrity there. Shout out to Larry David, the GOAT.
All the fans that paid $6,000 to be in the building down. Hopefully no one left at halftime.
Yeah.
If I paid that much, I'm staying the entire time.
Yeah. It was a really thrilling game. Very, very one-sided, one half on the side. So it didn't feel like a very competitive game, but at the end, it really tightened up.
Yeah, so just if we go chronologically, we start off first half. The Spurs are drilling every shot. Wemby's hitting contested threes. Devin Vassell is 4 for 4 from deep. He's playing out of his mind. Only player actually not hitting shots is Champagne, which is interesting. But
he even hit a couple. I mean, you say what you want. I think he was like 2 for 4 or 2 for 5 from 3. So it was rough when the opposing team.
Even De'Aaron Fox was hitting shots, and we'll get to his thing later. But then going to halftime, Knicks are down 25 or something.
26 or I think
it was
26
like
points.
79 or 78.
They scored 76 points in the half.
We were down 29 at one point in the third quarter too.
Yeah, it was a really dominant first half. The Knicks looked bad. Passing wasn't great. Defense was bad, but it just helped that the Spurs were hitting everything.
And then Towns getting his 2,000 the first minute. Fastest person to get 2,000 in a finals game since like 1998 or something.
Yeah. Thoughts on that first half?
Watching the game, I was pretty happy that the Spurs were hitting shots. But then after watching the third, I was yelling at my TV because they couldn't make a shot.
Yeah, I was definitely rooting for the Spurs, so that was a bummer.
I didn't even watch the third quarter.
Oh, I went to bed.
I came back for the fourth.
I woke up like with the last 10 minutes. I was like, I'm done with this.
Yeah, I didn't even have the audio on. I had a Harry Potter podcast going in my ear because
you don't need to talk about that.
I didn't want to switch anything. I was too afraid to do anything that would jinx it.
Yeah.
You know what I think jinxed it? I didn't start watching until like the second. So they were already up by a big lead. And then I started watching, then they started losing.
All right, you heard it here. Jacob Nutt is the reason the Spurs lose game 4.
Time to go to New York City.
If we're being real, it's them going ice cold, playing bad defense. Wemby, 2 crucial missed free throws that gave the Knicks life. They were up like 5. It would have made the lead up to 7. And then the biggest blunder of the game, De'Aaron Fox, you're up by 1, like 10 seconds, gets a breakaway. And instead of taking it out, wasting 4 seconds, hitting 2 free throws to go up by 3. Tries to take on OG Anunoby one-on-one at the rim, and we know how that went.
Yeah, it was a foul, though. They just didn't call
They
it.
weren't calling, and they were only calling rough fouls in this game. They weren't calling any weak stuff that you see in the regular season.
Don't get me wrong. I don't feel bad for the Spurs at all. However, I kind of, in a sense, felt a little bit bad for Stephon Castle. I mean, he was trying to keep him in that game. 8 free throws at the end of the game. Clutch. 8 out of 8. He really wanted it, but they just couldn't pull it out.
Yeah, Castle's been the best player for San Antonio.
Yeah, I would fully agree.
And then, even though we're giving our props to Brunson, he was boatload scoring. I think player of the game's got to be OG.
Yeah, probably.
The tip
I
in,
mean-
he had 30 points, playoff career high, 32 maybe even. Drilling corner threes, unstoppable from there. Lockdown defense all series long.
He saved the game. It's as simple as that.
And we've got some Giannis trade rumors swirling here. Early offseason talks and possible destinations. Where do we think he might end up?
Golden
Maybe-
State.
Golden State would be fun.
It would.
Soccer.
Part of me like really thinks like if they could push AD to the center, put Giannis straight, Wizards trade for Giannis, they could go into
That
a
would be-
championship contending team just like
They
that.
could trade for Giannis though. They do have the pieces. They could trade Sar.
I would trade
No,
Sar.
you'd have to trade AD. AD doesn't want to be there either way. You'd have to trade AD.
Oh. AD and
I don't
Giannis
think he has
in
a
the front
choice.
court, the Bansa, and you
No.
Trey Young. They
No,
would.
You're not keeping all those players.
You would have to trade. You would have to trade AD and then a bunch of firsts, and they have plenty of firsts and a bunch of young prospects. Trey Johnson, that kind of stuff.
I don't know if I give up AD. I think I'd give up. I think I'd give up Sar.
Yeah, but AD's probably getting traded this offseason. He doesn't want to play in Washington.
Jacob, what would you let up for Giannis? Like at the max, what would you let up?
I don't know. Very good player. A couple first probably,
Yeah.
and like a star player on the other team.
I mean, what are we talking about? Like, what caliber of star player? Are we talking like all star? Do they have to be an all star, or I guess it depends on the first, right?
Yeah.
I think like if you gave up an all star and 2 firsts, that's what I would give up. Although Mikal Bridges did fetch what 4 or 5 firsts.
5, but
So-
screw those picks.
Yeah.
Knicks in 5.
Yeah.
Knicks in 6.
Entering NHL talk, the Canes go on the road, beat Golden Knights. Not the hardest place to play, but still major win, tied the series with a 5-3 victory. And so far, all these goals has been the most goals in the Stanley Cup final in 45 years.
Arguably an even more impressive stat. Jordan Staal is the first one in 74 years to score 4 goals in all his first 4 games. The Stanley Cup final. It's a pretty impressive stat. I got no more to add on that.
Yeah, his pair of goals last night helped or 2 nights ago actually helped the Canes get the victory.
Jordan Staal has been one of the best players on the ice. He's been consistently playing good defense on the Vegas Golden Knights. Jack Eichel really hasn't been able to do much on Jordan Staal.
And at the ripe old age of 37, still getting it done.
Yeah. It is really
nobody's
impressive.
Just like Aaron Donald.
For Game 5, which is tonight, we have gotten confirmation that Bosey will start. He will be the starter for the Carolina Hurricanes in Game 5. It's been a debate because both goalies have been equally at best.
He wasn't terrible last game.
He was but we have gotten confirmation for Game 5 that he will start.
I mean, you win, you might as well stick with it.
On to off-season talk, Gavin McKenna has been confirmed by the Leafs that he will be picked number 1 overall. Dylan Larkin's gotten requested a trade, but there already have been 2 major offers from the Minnesota Wild and the Florida Panthers. I want to know what your thoughts are on that.
Well, I think the only reason the Knights haven't offered him that's his third team he wanted to go to is because they're playing in the final right now. I think as soon as they get out of that, they're going to make their own offer for him.
Yeah, I fully agree. On to other offseason news. McDavid is expected to stay in Edmonton for somewhere around a 7-year contract. I would say, they want him to stay in Edmonton. Nobody is more committed to winning in Edmonton than McDavid is. He said it himself. The problem is I don't want McDavid to become the hockey's version of Mike Trout. I am afraid of that. Just a generational talent is going to stay in a terrible place to win.
Well, to be fair, he's way more playoff success than Mike Trout. Already made 2 Stanley Cup finals. So.
But he hasn't. He came close in
lost
one
both.
and was abysmal in the other. Not him, the team. Another big offseason talk is Alex Tuck is saying he will hit the market. With last season in 79 games, 33 goals, 33 assists for a total of 66 points. He said he will test the free agency. We'll have to see how that goes. And one more major thing I have to add is the Wild re-signed Michael McCarron for a 6-year, $19.8 million contract, $3.3 million AVV. Anything else?
No comment.
That Maple Leafs duo between McKenna and Matthews is going to be insane.
if Matthews comes back to a couple years ago. On from hockey, it is rumored that Pat McAfee and ESPN are in talks for renewing his contract, where he could be paid up to $60 million a year as a sports anchor. That would be what, a new record? I mean, that's unbelievable. Getting paid more than Patrick Mahomes.
All I'm gonna say, that's gonna be us not next year, in a few years.
Yeah.
Yep.
All right.
60 mil.
It's World Cup time. The opening game has been played.
Yep.
South Africa
As of now.
lose to Mexico
2-1.
with a score of 2-0.
Yeah.
Get a red card, and that was about it once that happened.
Yeah, I watched the entire game. I would just say Mexico was the way better team everywhere. I barely saw the keeper have to do anything. South Africa's offense was just bad. Mexico's offense was great.
Yeah.
South Africa was just an underwhelming team the entire time, and they were having a lot of cheap fouls too. They had a lot of yellows, and the red was strategic.
Yeah, I really like Maradona.
All right, he's done. Don't speak about soccer. Like,
Isn't
don't speak about.
that a dude who from Mexico?
No, we're done. You're done. You're done. You're done. No, you're done. You're done. You don't get to speak about soccer. How me and Jacob don't speak about hockey. Okay.
All right.
Well, I know hockey, but
Not a lot. Okay, I don't speak about it.
I know everything that's going on.
What's wrong with talking about Maradona?
He's from Argentina. First of all, and he's retired by like 20 years.
He's dead.
Oh,
That's
like
officially
Mexico.
All right. South Africa's offense very underwhelming.
So
And,
bad.
one part I do want to mention: Lyle Foster. I know he's getting up there, but I don't like the decision to pull him after 56 minutes. You're down 1 goal. I know you got a red card, but you gotta play for the tie there.
Yeah, they really needed that tie, especially if they wanted to stay competitive. I just think their chances of making it out of the group stage now are a lot less. Like,
Yeah, and Mexico, Julian Quinones, he is a certified goal bagger. He led the Saudi League more than Cristiano Ronaldo in goals per game, or not per game, in the year, and he might be a sneaky Golden Boot contender.
is that number 9? Or is that the
No,
other
he
one?
was their left winger, or right winger.
He played really good.
Number 15?
He's the guy who scored the first goal.
Yeah, he's good. He was their best player, I would think. I think from that game, he was playing great. That first goal was definitely lucky, but it was a good shot. It was
It's an
hard.
early prediction that he'll win the Golden Boot, but he looked good.
he was a good player. I mean, I saw it out there. That second goal was beautiful, and I know it wasn't his, but from like that cross, oh my god, and the header.
Yeah.
Mexico's looking great.
But Quinones had the option to go to Colombia and chose Mexico instead. A team that's probably less likely to win a World Cup, but having the chance to play on home soil is always nice.
Yeah.
Thoughts on the game tonight?
Yeah. So it's the Czech.
Czechia,
Yeah,
South
Czech
Korea.
versus South Korea.
I'm not staying up for it.
Yeah, I'm not standing for it either. But I will say, I don't like either of the teams. I think this is a kind of an underwhelming matchup. I think neither teams have a real shot of doing too much, but
I
it
got
might be a fun
Czechia.
game to watch.
I like Czechia because that's where my dad's side of the family is from, but South Korea is hard to dislike. They got Son and Lee King.
Yeah, I just like they're underwhelming teams. It's going to be hard for either of them to go far. They definitely need to win this matchup to get a good place in their group because I definitely think they're fighting for that like third and second spot.
I like Czechia winning 3-2 over Korea.
That's fair.
Very high scoring. I would say 1-1.
I'd say 2-1 Czech.
I got South Korea 3-1.
Oh, okay.
You like their offense. All right. Big news for the U.S. Chris Richard is fully back from his ankle injury. He will play tomorrow against Paraguay, and that's major news for the
I
US
will be
defense.
staying up for that game.
It's a
Yes.
big
Yes, me
deal.
too.
He's going to really make an impact on the U.S. team.
I really think this U.S. team needs to win this game against Paraguay if
Yeah.
we want to look even semi.
Well, you
Decent.
never know. Paraguay are one of the most high floor or low floor, high ceiling teams. Like they could get the home crowd behind them. They could not home crowd, but there are a lot of Paraguayans that will travel to this tournament. They could get the crowd behind them.
I don't think the Paraguay's a bad team, but if with all the hype behind the USA, we need to win this game if we're gonna live up to it.
I got the U.S. going far in the World Cup.
Speaking of that,
I hope they make it to at least the quarterfinals.
yeah. Speaking of that, what we got for some game scores here?
All right.
USA Paraguay.
Oh, USA Paraguay. I think in 2-1 US.
I'm thinking 4-1 U.S.
That's what happened in my FIFA game. So maybe. I'm thinking 3-3. I
Oh,
think our
okay.
defense is that bad.
It is pretty bad.
I was gonna go with Evan 2-1.
All right.
All right.
All right, we got a few more games here to go over. Brazil versus Morocco.
Oh, this is gonna be
Saturday.
a good one.
I think Brazil is gonna dominate Morocco. I'm thinking a 3-1 score, but
I disagree. I think
but
it's
a
gonna go. I
domination.
think like 2-1 Morocco.
This will be all up to how Brazil plays. Morocco, we kind of know what they're going to do.
Morocco's
one of the
a-
best teams in Africa.
yeah, that's a good
but
team.
Pretty consistent. Brazil, they can go out, be the best team in this tournament by far, but they can also go out and.
What
lose
I
in
would
the
do
round
to see
32.
Neymar drop a hat trick, though.
But I do have this as a 2-1 win for Brazil.
I'm thinking the opposite.
Ooh, I'll go 1-1.
all right,
Okay.
all right, interesting.
Another game, Group D, Australia versus Turkey.
This is a tough one. I think I'm gonna go 2-2.
All right.
2-1 Australia.
If
I
you
like-
guys watched last week's episode, you'll know I'm a big fan of the Turks in this tournament,
Mhm.
so I've got them up 2-0 in this game.
I think Australia is a sneaky team.
I'm going Australia 1-0.
You like the Socceroos?
What is the other team that plays before Paraguay and U.S. tomorrow? Is that? Because I'd like to cover that game. Canada and Bosnia what is that
Oh,
one called?
Canada.
Herzegovina.
Yeah. Okay. I think we should cover that game.
Canada 3-0.
Yeah,
All right.
I'm thinking Canada. I'm actually thinking Canada 3-1.
I'm thinking 2-2 Canada.
Whoa.
I'm going Canada 2-0.
All right, all right.
All right, we got
Pretty solid for Canada.
Canada's definitely gonna win that game.
Netherlands versus Japan. This is tough.
Oh, this is really difficult.
But there were some news in Japan. Matoma will not be playing them. He's their star winger
Oh.
from Brighton.
Damn.
I
I still think Japan pulls through.
I honestly got the Netherlands winning in a close game of 1-0. I think it's gonna be really close.
I think it's a 3-2 Japan still. I still think Japan's a great team.
High scoring. Wow.
Yeah, I think Japan it's great offense and Netherlands too.
And speaking of Netherlands, there's the person, he made a model to predict, the model is actually made to predict financial probabilities, but they used it for the World Cup, and he's gotten the last 3 World Cup winners correct. And this year, he picked the Netherlands.
Ah.
Well,
That'll
I
be an
mean,
interesting one. I hope not.
The last 3 World Cup winners were kind of like given. The team was not good.
No, Argentina was definitely not
I
given.
had Argentina
Germany in
winning last
2014
year.
was expected.
I had
France was the only
I
one
had
that was-
France winning in a couple years ago also.
Yeah, you're just.
Yeah, sure.
You guys remember that one gambling they had with gambling with Germany?
2014 World Cup.
My dad put all our money on Germany. They won.
2014 World Cup German jersey right there. You haven't seen it.
All right, Ivory Coast versus Ecuador.
Oh, another good game.
Yeah, I'm a fan of both these teams.
I'm
That's
thinking.
dark horse.
I'm thinking 1-1.
I'm thinking 2-1 the Ecuadorians.
I got Ivory Coast 2-1.
I'll take Ivory Coast 1-0.
All right, interesting. Low scoring game.
Yeah, these are defensive teams.
Yeah.
Maybe the best game on here, France versus Senegal. It's a great game.
5-0 France.
Woo! Okay, I do got a bit of an upset. 2-1 Senegal.
Well, that's more than a bit. Senegal do have a good offense. I think they get a goal, but ultimately France are just too good. 3-1.
I'm taking France 4-1.
You guys do not believe in Senegal.
No, I do. It's just France is that good.
I just think I think this is where we show France's team is just like not very capable.
Look, Mbappe's gonna take over and have a hat trick in versus.
I like
Senegal.
Mbappe. It's my jersey. I just,
And
too many stars.
England versus Croatia. Croatian team, very old nowadays, but they still do have that aging talent.
Yeah, I'm going 2-1 Croatia.
Give me Holland with a pair of
He's
goals.
Norwegian.
Are you serious? Doesn't he play for Man City?
Yes.
Just because you play in a country doesn't mean you're from there.
All right, give me England winning 2-0.
Yeah, I like England 2-1. I'm not confident about it, but I'm
Think
not confident
really-
about Croatia either.
Could go either way.
England 1-1. I guess tie then.
All right, and then not last, but Mexico versus South Korea. This is Mexico's second game of the tournament.
I think Mexico
And South Korea
easily puts belt. I think it's just 2-0 again.
Yeah,
I got
Yeah, I
1-1. I got 1-1. I think it's gonna be a close game. I really do.
Yeah, I agree with 2-0.
All right.
And the last game we're gonna cover here: USA versus Australia.
This is gonna be a
Those
close one.
Aussies are fierce. but I think U.S. is good enough to pull it out. I think they're good enough. I'm gonna say 2-0 U.S.
It is my
Actually,
home-
no, 2-1, 2-1.
It is my home country. I think it's going to be a 3-2 U.S.
Yeah, I honestly think the Aussies get out of this group with 0 points. I am not confident in their ability at all. I say 2-0 USA.
My American pride says 3-0.
All right.
I just think our defense is too bad to hold Australia.
I mean, it is your month anyways, American Pride.
I'm going to defend Jacob here. He's not gay.
Hey,
On to our baseball segment. We're going to start off by analyzing the top 10 power ranking hitters list by the MLB. Number 1, Yordan Alvarez.
does he have good stats this year? I don't know.
Yeah, he's really good. He's been
But,
really,
like,
really good.
I still think power rankings wise, no, it's Judge.
All right. Well, there actually is Judge. Judge is not on this list because he's
for
injured.
Okay.
However, I'm just gonna name the 10 names and we can go from there. Jordan at 1, Shohei at 2, Kurtz at 3, Wood at 4, 5 is Carroll, 6 is Ben Rice, 7 is Yandy Diaz, 8 is Soto, 9 is Jordan Walker, and 10 is Kyle Schwarber.
That's a wild list, by the way.
And this was by the official
Yeah, that was
MLB.
MLB.
Oh, you can't trust them.
Yeah, because they go by Staal.
What would you
Not-
change? Like, what is the one major change you would make on that list?
Ben Rice shouldn't be on that list. Like, maybe he's a top 30 hitter in the game, maybe, but top 10 for maybe this year. So if Artie's had a top 10 season, sure, but power rankings wise, no. And I'm surprised our good friend Nicholas Kurtz is top 5.
How about a Bryce Harper just at 10?
I like where Shohei Ohtani is.
You like where he is? I think he's too high. I think he should be like 40th.
And then James Wood's also a little too high. He has the potential, but he hasn't put it all together.
Bryce Harper hit a home run off of Mad Max yesterday. So.
Yeah.
Yeah, Max Scherzer's 42 or something. So
Yeah, but
All right,
300
with the All-Star game
3,500.
coming up, we will provide coverage as that goes along. Go cast your votes for your picks. Don't be a moron and pick everyone on your team.
don't pick a Met.
Yeah. Yeah, but every team has to have
Kyle
one.
Schwarber,
So go vote.
James Wood,
No, Soto should probably make it, actually.
James Wood.
Shohei Ohtani.
Well, a given.
Trout staying hot with his 15th homer. It's good to see Trout just keep on moving. Look, he should have been the GOAT of this game. It's good to see him play good. It's good to see him be good.
Is he not?
What?
Pretty sure he is.
Is that all for baseball?
One of the best players to ever do it.
Hold up. If you haven't seen the clip, it will be put up on the screen right now. Spencer Horwoody's bat flip after his home run. You gotta watch it. It will be shown on the screen.
Bro, just
I
makes making your life
I
difficult.
want your thoughts in the comments. Is it a top 10 bat flip this season all time? What are your thoughts on it? All right. So what are your comments on the bat flip?
The stare down was epic.
Yeah, it was pretty nonchalant, not going to lie.
But to be fair, if you're doing a bat flip in June and it's not a walk-off, what are we kind of doing here?
Is it a little bit excessive? The throw. What are your thoughts?
No, I like the throw. I like
mean,
chaos.
If you're good, you're good. Like,
He's not good, though.
hey, bro, if I was their fourth-string water boy, I'd still be bragging.
All right. So we're gonna. I just want
I
to.
got some more baseball.
I know, but I want to list some two players that are major heaters right now. In the last 10 games, PCA has been batting .395, 5 home runs, and a .1238 OPS. He's been on a heater. He's been really good. Someone else who started out the year cold, especially on the home run front, Fernando Tatis Jr. in the last 20 games has been batting .383 with a .483 OP on base percentage and a .506 slugging. He's been rocking it. Had a walk off the other night.
That's Dominican Poppy right there.
Yeah, we're clipping that.
No, there's already a
that's
player
what
with
he
that.
said.
There's already a player with that name. You can't.
We should just clip every single time somebody says it.
Well, when you put that name, you have to put it on the screen.
Oh,
Dominican Poppy.
In the World Baseball Classic. Another
Ortiz.
other major news in the baseball front: Max Scherzer hits his 3,500 strikeout. Look, he's
Damn.
already a first ballot Hall of Famer.
Yep.
He doesn't need to accomplish much more, right? It's just unbelievable. He's such a good pitcher. Another major career milestone: Freddie Freeman hit his 2,500 hit. Another ballot Hall of Famer, one of the greatest first basemen of all time. Just props to them. That's all I have to say on it. Anything else?
Nope.
No.
I do have one more thing to add though. Diamondbacks sitting at 500 right now. They're listening to trade calls for Ketel Marte, probably one of the best, or maybe the best second baseman in baseball.
All right. Last part about baseball. Your NL standings: Braves in first, Mets in last, Brewers in first, Reds in last, Dodgers in first, Rockies in last. Not too big of a shocker. I would say in the NL East, it's a big shocker. Philly's still sitting at a .544 win percentage, so the Braves are far ahead of everyone in the NL East. Same thing with the Brewers, and same thing with the Dodgers. All three teams leading much farther ahead than all the other four in the division.
I would say for the Phillies, finally there was a game where two of the three actually hit pretty well.
Yeah.
And for me, a big surprise is the St. Louis Cardinals keeping it up. They aren't a very good team. I expect them to fall off at some point this year, but maybe they could prove me on.
Reds started the season pretty good. They really have fallen off.
Andrew Abbott, without Hunter Green, it's been rough. And Andrew Abbott hasn't been the same as last year.
And for your AL standings, you got the Rays in first, Red Sox in last, Whites in first. White Sox in first?
Yeah,
Oh, hell no!
I mean, the AL Central sucks, but still 5 games above 500 for the Chicago White Sox is insane.
Man, they are bad in the AL Central. American League West, Mariners in first, not a shocker. Angels in last, not a shocker. But the White Sox in first, as bad as they are, how the hell are the Guardians not higher than the White
Well,
Sox?
the Guardians just got swept by the Yankees.
Yeah, but even then, it's been rough. And the Yankees have been missing Aaron Judge. That's rough.
All right, are we on the NFL now?
Time for football.
I've got one thing for the NFL first before you go.
All right, go.
Sean Payton has been extended for 5 years by the Denver Broncos. He is getting up there in age, but they making the conference championship game last year probably would have won if their quarterback didn't get hurt.
Another major signing. 2 years added to Patrick Mahomes' contract, making a
did see that.
$504 million total contract through 2033. Thoughts on that?
Yeah, that's deserved.
Yeah.
Best quarterback in this century by a lot. So
Century, Tom Brady.
Whoa!
not this century. What is it called?
In the last decade.
Decade. My
In
bad.
the 20s, he's been the best.
My decade.
It's well deserved. How will he age? I think he's gonna age like milk, but
I think he's going to age like fine wine.
no, he's not.
I think he's gonna
He's got
continue to be a solid quarterback. I think he probably wins 1 or 2 more Super Bowls.
He's not like Lamar Josh Allen, a guy who relies on his physical ability. He's much more arm talent, precision, and pocket presence.
Yeah, I think he got at least 1 or 2 more Super Bowls left in him.
All right.
Appearances.
Last
Maybe
week,
not wins.
Yeah.
Last week we did our 1 through 15 ESPN's power rankings preseason, way too early for the NFL. I have 16 through 32 right in front of me. I'm going to list the first 6, and you guys tell me what you think. Cowboys at 16, Bengals at 17, Bucks at 18, Commanders at 19, Colts at 20, 21 is Steelers, and 22 is Panthers. What are your thoughts?
With the wide receiver core, I think the Cowboys could do better.
Yeah. Do you have any other changes you'd like to make to that?
Not really. All the other teams kind of.
You think the Bengals should be a little bit lower, anyone?
I actually don't think the Bengals make the playoffs.
not
That's
really.
my hot take a little bit early.
The Bengals are fair at 7.
I think the Bucks are way too low at 18. They probably should be top 5.
I am surprised
Nah.
the Panthers are so high.
But that's just my personal opinion.
Player even
Commanders at 19. Is that a little bit too high?
Well, a little bit too
I
high,
think
just a
it's
little
almost
bit.
perfectly ranked.
I think they're more like
Honestly.
22.
It's how Jaden Daniels plays next year. All right, for our next 5, 23 are the ranked Giants, 24 Vikings, 25 Saints, 26 Falcons, and 27 Titans. Any complaints with that, Evan?
The Saints.
Titans are still too high.
26 is way too high for Titans. They should
Yeah.
be at 30.
Having the Giants above the Vikings is kind of crazy to me.
No, because Kyler's struggling.
Having
so
the
hard.
Giants at 23 is crazy to me. They should be in like 27.
I think the Saints are also a little bit high, but I get
Saints are also too high.
I think Tyler has shown me something, so I think that's where they might.
Tyler Shuck is a better quarterback than Jackson Dart, and I know
Let's calm
he
down.
definitely is.
He is.
Jackson Bart's better.
Yes, I agree. I think
like 22.
I agree with
Jackson Dart
that.
still sucks. He's not going to be good next year.
Is that your hater, Jackson Dart?
Nope, I just don't think he's going to be good.
I-
I'm not even trying to hate.
I am worried about Jackson Dart because of his lack of care for himself.
Honestly, I think the Falcons are perfectly ranked at 26.
Yep.
I have no complaints otherwise. Any complaints?
I just think
No.
the Saints are too high.
Yeah, I would agree. All right, for our last 5, ranked at 28 is the Raiders. Ranked at 29 is the Cardinals.
Yeah, too high.
30, the Browns. 31, the Jets. And 32, the Dolphins.
All right, Dolphins are fine at 32. 31 needs to be the Cardinals. The Cardinals, the division they're going to play in, they're going to end up losing way more games than any of those other teams out
I
there.
think the Jets need to be 32.
They do.
I don't think
No,
so.
we got 3 really good picks in the draft. I'm not.
Your quarterback is Geno Smith.
Yeah, but
Yeah, you know what? I totally forgot about that.
That's all I need to say.
Did they not have Zach Wilson?
No, he's on the.
he's in the
Is
Dolphins.
he still in the Dolphins?
No.
I think he went to the Browns. He went to the Browns. Right?
Oh, he did go to the Browns.
Yeah, I think the Jets should trade for Dylan Gabriel.
No. Look,
He's better than Geno Smith.
No, look, we're gonna tank this year, get Archman at number 1 overall, and we're gonna win the Super Bowl in 2029.
No, I still think the Dolphins are worse.
They're gonna end up with like Lenore Sellers at pick 15. Or something.
Jets are getting. No, we're not gonna be good enough to get a 15 overall pick.
Look, we're gonna make a dumb trade or something.
Look, Jets are winning the Super Bowl in the 2030s.
Look.
You know it. I know it. Everyone knows it.
That's-
Actually, nobody knows
The
it.
Dolphins wide receiver room is worse than some college wide receiver rooms.
Now it is. Yeah.
I might take Ohio State.
Yeah, I would definitely take Ohio State over the Dolphins right now.
I don't even know.
And like I like Chris Bell and
right.
like Tutu Atwell. Like no. Everybody except for Chris Bell on that team is just a wide receiver 3 at best.
Thoughts, Jacob?
Yeah, I think I agree with those last couple, but
Really? You think the Cardinals are too high, too low? Perfectly fine.
Cardinals could be too high.
I still think I think the Browns are better. I think Fedora's
it's.
better.
I think it's like kind of like all 5 of those teams are just trash.
Yeah.
So you could put them. I honestly, you could put them in any order. I think all of them are gonna be like 4 and 12.
I think the Cardinals are more like 2 and
Really?
yeah, 2-14. Yeah, it's just the schedule.
I mean,
if anybody's ever looked at that schedule, especially with Myles Garrett, 0% chance they pull off a win against the Rams.
If you go back to last week, Evan Swoop's hot pick was the Cardinals go 0-17. So by that just premise, they should be ranked 32nd.
Yeah.
So that's
Look, they don't want to pay Jacoby Brissett. He's never gonna be happy. They're probably gonna end up starting Carson Beck for some of the season. He's just not good. Like
he's not a good player.
Like there's a chance he could develop into something. I just don't see it though.
All right, is that all you have for NFL?
That's all I have.
All right, I have one thing. It is football, but it's college, and we have. It just proves that college football is broken. Brendan Sorsby, he got found out he was betting on his own games at Indiana, got caught. I don't blame him. Like sure he shouldn't have done that, but he's claims his addiction. He went to rehab and everything. And with the state, I think sports betting should probably be banned.
I'm not even
At least
mad
in
at him.
college,
I'm
yeah.
not even mad at him. If I'm being real with you.
'Cause, like,
At least he's betting on himself.
yeah. No, he was the backup for the team. Like,
Oh.
at Indiana a few years back. And then he's transferred to Texas Tech. They gave him a bag, like $5 to $6 million to play for them. And then NCAA is trying to suspend him for at least a year. And then he files course, he sues the NCAA inside of Texas, in Lubbock, where Texas Tech is, and the judge gives him an injunction because most likely is a major Texas Tech fan and wants his team to do well.
Yeah, I actually do agree that we shouldn't ban him for a year. I don't think it's that big a deal. Obviously, if he's going to like somewhere to get it fixed, like let him play football.
I give him props for coming out, and he admitted it himself. But I will say, I think he still should have been banned just a year. I don't think lifetime ban is fair, and he gets that year of eligibility back. I just think 1 year suspension.
I just think a year out of a kid's career, well, not a kid, but like you know what I'm saying, it's a long time for some of these players.
I would agree. Yeah.
But I think this is the problem with sports betting. You see an ad every single commercial, every single jersey has a sports betting site on it.
DraftKings, FanDuel.
Underdog, Bet365, ESPN Bet. The fact that we can name this off the top of our
Yeah,
heads just...
but you have to remember, just because they bet on that doesn't mean they're going to actually do it in the game. So, I actually would recommend sports betting.
Nothing
I
wrong
would
with that.
firmly agree with Jacob. Sasha Zverev wins the French Open, gets his first slam after being ranked top 5 in the world for God knows how long. He's been in the top of the world since Federer and Nadal been playing at a high level. I mean, he's just been at it again, but never has had a chance when all the superstars of the sport were out. And he got his chance, and he capitalized. Won the French Open, and I think this is gonna light a spark for him. He's 27 years old, 9th oldest person to ever win a Slam. It's gonna. I think he'll get better chances as it comes now that he knows the feeling. I think it's gonna light a spark for him. That's all I have for tennis.
Yeah, eventually all 4 of us will play and we'll get it on video.
Yeah.
If we play golf first.
And then this guy might choke. We don't know. It will depend how the bracket lines up. If he can beat him and I can beat him.
You've never beaten me before, Jack.
But I can.
Yeah, I mean,
I'm getting my new racket next Tuesday. Nobody's beating me.
No, but if we're going into a tournament, I will practice my butt off.
We'll just show you guys the highlights, not
And
to
you
bore you.
won't get close.
I mean, we could run some 2s.
Oh yeah, 2s would be more fair.
All right, let's just say this.
I don't play.
Eventually, you'll
tennis.
see it. That'll be funny. We're pretty bad.
I am the only one here who can actually serve. So
My serves are
serve's better than
consistent.
him.
his serve actually is better than
Yeah, but mine's more consistent.
your serve is better form, but he serves harder. So
Exactly, mine's consistent as
point being, this is not.
I gotta work on my.
Jack, I
Anyway.
tied him, bro. I tied him.
What?
You ready for this hot take? It's extremely hot because it's not gonna happen ever. Carson Beck for offensive player.
Yo,
Offensive
there's
rookie
so
of the
many
year.
things wrong with it.
All right,
Okay.
you heard it here.
That's fine.
If
It's
Carson
never
Beck
gonna
wins
happen.
offensive rookie of the year,
He's
someone's got to investigate.
It's got a
It's
shot.
a very small chance, but there is a chance.
There's a
If
chance.
they win like 8 games.
If they don't pay,
And if they start him, well, he's got to
Yeah.
be started.
yeah, if
Yeah.
they don't pay,
Which
yeah, if they don't
I
pay
don't think.
Jacoby, yeah.
Alright,
I would
got
never.
Mine. Dante Moore will be a New York Jet next year. This time next year. Dante Moore.
I want Arch Manning at 1.
The Jets are never going to get the number 1 pick. Or if they do, they'll still end up drafting Dante Moore because they're not that smart.
Yes,
They're just that unlucky of an organization.
Yeah, we're never bad enough to get the number 1 overall pick.
Like the
We're
Jets.
always bad, but we're never bad enough to get the number 1 overall pick.
Alright.
Evan?
All right, my hot take is the Bengals aren't going to make the playoffs.
It's
They're
not
going to
that
be
hot.
8-9 again.
It's not that
Well,
hot. I think
not that
Evan needs a
hot.
new one.
It's not that hot, but it's a hot take nevertheless.
Hot enough.
Joe Burrow.
Oh, I can also have another hot take. I also think the Rams don't make it anywhere past the they don't even make it to the AFC or
I hate to break it to
NFC
you.
Conference
I hate
Championship.
to break it to you. He might say that, but he doesn't actually. Believe
I
it.
so believe that.
He
I
believes
actually,
the Rams
if
are
I want to get
winning.
specific, I think Myles Garrett gets injured. If I'm being specific, that's specifically what I think is going to happen. I think that's why they're not going to go very far.
Then tell it to the freaking camera.
But that's not really a hot take. That's just a prediction.
All
That
right.
could-
It's not. It's just
One
a
of them
prediction.
are getting injured. I have
right.
to say.
This really isn't that hot, but everyone knows
Weisberg speaking.
Baker
for 2
Mayfield's
mics.
winning MVP next year.
Holy.
That's
It's
not
not,
even-
that hot. But,
Look, there is
but
hotter
everyone
takes.
knows.
Mine was a
Everyone knows
hotter
Baker
take.
Mayfield will win MVP next year. 6,000 passing yards, 60 passing touchdowns, 20 rushing touchdowns,
It's-
and 600 rushing yards.
Now's the hottest take I've ever
There
heard.
you go. Baker Mayfield.
That's why he had 2
MVP
mics.
next year.
Nico Collins is actually going to catch for 3,000 yards.
He's clinically insane.
No, I'm not. I'm
Bro, you do
absolutely-
realize
All right,
my take is just as crazy.
Odell Beckham with another 1,000-yard year.
That might be
All right,
even
all right.
That's
crazier.
hot
That's
as
even
hell.
crazier.
Oh my God.
That's actually less likely to happen.
Alright, we're going.
Then a Carson Beck offensive.
No,
After-
then his Baker Mayfield.
Alright, we're done.
Thank you guys for tuning back in. Over the next few episodes and past episodes, you will see the setup changing. We're trying to work out the kinks. But again, thank you for coming back this week. Come back next week for our next episode.
Stay square.